7 Best Smartwatch Under $100 in 2022. Number 1. Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. The Amazfit GTS 2 Mini from Chinese wearable maker Zepp Health comes in at $99/PS79, putting it in between the budget Bip U and the more fully fledged Amazfit GTR 3 and GTS 3 smartwatches. So what's the difference between the Bip U and the GTS 2 Mini? Not as much as you'd think. The build of the GTS 2 Mini is a little more stylish, and you get a superior AMOLED display over the one you'll find on the Bip U. The case materials are better and it's a smaller watch too. It's only $20/PS20 more, and we think it's worth that little bit extra. In terms of sports tracking, there are 60 workout profiles built in, and you get the same feedback in the Zepp app, plus support for third-party APIs such as Strava. It's compatible with Android and iPhones, offering smartwatch basics like notification support, and will track your daily activity and sleep with reliable results. Until there's an Amazfit GTS 3 Mini to replace it, this remains one of the best budget smartwatches we've had on our wrists that you should have on your wrists too. Battery life is officially a whopping 14 days. We've found much less with real-world use, but it's good for in excess of a week. Number 2. Poco Watch. A clone of the My Watch Lite and Redmi Watch 2. The Poco Watch brings an AMOLED display with a 1.6-inch 320x260p resolution to the party, and it even has an optional always-on display, which is very rare at this price point. It's compatible with Android and iOS smartphones, brings 100 fitness modes, and has GPS built in, so it can track outdoor workouts. There's a heart rate monitor that unsurprisingly produced some iffy results in our testing. But for those looking for basic tracking of workouts, we found solid distance tracking when the GPS was used. There's also some decent health tracking, with slightly over-generous sleep tracking, but reasonable accuracy for a device at this price. Poco touts that the 225 mAh capacity battery can last up to 14 days in typical usage mode. From our real-world testing, we'd say it's about 7 days, half of Poco's estimate, but that's still a decent return, and those who don't work out much will get more. Overall, the Poco Watch is an impressive performer offering excellent value for money. It comes recommended. Number 3. Redmi Watch 2 Lite. The Redmi Watch 2 Lite is a square smartwatch option from the Xiaomi spin-off company that offers a strong feature set for both Android and iPhone users. It's a little easier to get in the UK than it is in the US right now though. Design-wise, it shares a close resemblance with the Xiaomi My Watch Lite we've also tested, but it offers a 41 matte plastic case with a 1.5-inch 320x360 TFT display that's generally up to the task in terms of viewing angles and responsiveness. For smartwatch features, you're getting notifications, the ability to download watch faces, control music playing on your phone, and view weather updates. While interacting with the screen has its laggy moments, it's a software that is really easy to get to grips with. When it comes to tracking your fitness, there's a heart rate monitor, blood oxygen monitoring, and support for GPS. It also covers wind tracking gear too, with 5 ATM water resistance. If you're a Strava user, you can also fire your workout data over to the third-party app. You're also getting something that will simply track steps and monitor sleep, and it does it in a largely reliable way. Battery life is anywhere from up to 10 days in typical use to 5 days in heavy usage, and it did live up to those numbers in our testing. The Redmi Watch 2 Lite really impressed us in our testing, but for US readers, availability is patchy. There's no official release there, like we've seen in the UK/Europe, but sites like AliExpress are listing a global version with international shipping. Number 4. Amazfit Bip U Pro. The Bip U and Bip U Pro offer a huge update to the Bip S and are available at the same price. The screen has been improved most notably, and it boasts a larger 1.42-inch display, up from 1.28-inch on the Bip S. It's worth noting that the Amazfit Bip 3 is now live in Brazil, so we're expecting to see a minor update to the Bip U Pro soon. The resolution has been doubled to 320x302, although the TFT display tech is nowhere near as good as the AMOLED screens you'll find on your Fitbit, Apple, or Samsung rivals. The Bip U Pro includes GPS, as well as SpO2 tracking, stress monitoring, and guided breathing exercises, and your heart rate vitals are tracked with the Amazfit BioTracker 2 sensor that will also help provide data from over 60 workout profiles. And the Bip U Pro also supports Alexa on the wrist, if you like that kind of thing. If you want to save extra cash, you can pick up the standard Bip U, which doesn't include native GPS or Alexa support, but at just $79 for the Pro version, Why not splash out? We've reviewed the Amazfit Bip U Pro and we're impressed by the value on offer. It really is a strong package that doesn't hold back features from more expensive Amazfits and belies its low price. Yes, there are sacrifices in terms of the build quality, and yes, health data isn't quite up to Fitbit/Apple levels, but it's not that far short. It's a really savvy buy for bargain hunters. Battery life is quoted at 9 days, which translates to around 5 days of normal, heavy use. Not too shabby. Number 5. TicWatch GTH. TicWatch has doubled down on budget smartwatches, and its GTH goes big on health. Priced at $79.99/PS $69.99. It's not much of a looker with a plastic case and a display set inside a sizable black frame and bezel. It uses a 1.55-inch 360x320 LCD panel, so the display is quite basic compared to the AMOLED you'll find on the Amazfit GTS 2 Mini, though on par with the Bip U Pro. It has 14 exercise profiles on board, including walking, indoor and outdoor running, indoor and outdoor cycling, jump rope, swimming, rowing, freestyle exercise, mountain climbing, gymnastics, soccer, basketball, and yoga. But there is no GPS, which means this tracking of outdoor activity lags devices such as the Amazfit Bip U Pro mentioned higher up. The real appeal here is that it can continuously monitor heart rate, stress, body temperature, and blood oxygen levels. There's few watches at this price that offer that continuous monitoring. Number 6. Realme Watch S. Realme's second budget smartwatch is a much more polished affair than the first, with a round design and AMOLED display. Front and center is a 1.3-inch 360x360 touchscreen AMOLED display, so it really looks the business. Even if it's lacking under the hood, there's no GPS, and only boasts an I68 water-resistant rating, which unfortunately means it's not suitable for swimming or showering. That's slightly unusual, even in the budget smartwatch world. Despite the lack of GPS, you do get 16 sports profiles, including running, cycling, table tennis, basketball, and indoor rowing and cycling. There's an optical heart rate sensor that tracks resting heart rate and measure effort levels during workouts. It can also take blood oxygen measurements using the SB Opto sensor. On the battery front, you've got a 309 mAh capacity one that Realme claims can get you up to 15 days before you need to reach for the charger. Number 7. Xiaomi Watch Lite. The Xiaomi Watch Lite is one of the most exciting budget smartwatches on the market, and at just PS $49.99 it offers excellent value, although availability is still patchy in the US, without an official release or price there. It boasts a 1.4-inch TFT color display with a 320x320 resolution and 5 ATM water resistance. That puts it on par with the Amazfit Bip U. It features 11 workout profiles, with running, cycling, swimming with an open water mode, trail running, trekking, and cricket tracking. You also get GPS built-in for the accurate tracking of outdoor workouts. Battery life is also excellent, and Xiaomi quotes the GPS battery life as 10 hours, and it will last 7 days between charges. There's a heart rate monitor on board, but no SB Opto, which appears on pretty much every smartwatch these days. We've spent serious time with the My Watch Lite. While it's not the most exciting looking watch, it's well built and offers good enough screen quality for the price. Core features work well enough, and it's an easy watch to get along with. So, hope you enjoyed our video and subscribe to the channel. We have also put links to description, make sure you have check it out. We will be right there in next video. Take care, bye.